Welcome to Turning Moments into Movements, where each week we explore simple but powerful wellbeing tips to help you live a balanced and fulfilling life. My name's Leanne Ross, your host and the founder and coach of my business, Happyluia, and I will be taking you through today's 15 minutes of insight and inspiration. Let's get started. Okay, so if you can get into a comfortable position, whether this is sitting down, perhaps on a chair, or on an easy pose, so that's sitting cross-legged on the floor, and just with a straight back but fairly relaxed. We don't want any tension in this specific meditation. Or alternatively, you could lie down on the floor, on the bed, on the couch, wherever you feel most comfortable. And when you're ready, just slowly closing your eyes and just consciously relaxing the body. So possibly rolling the shoulders back. Be shaking out your hands, your wrists. Stretching the neck out. Just gently shifting into a relaxed pose. Be stretching the feet and the legs out as well. And then just naturally come to a still position. Now what we will be doing is taking 3 deep breaths, which I will count in so we can do it together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to imagine yourself in your bedroom. I want you to imagine that you're in bed and you have just woken up from a really great sleep. You feel really energized. You feel at ease. And you just have woken up knowing that today is going to be a really great day. And as you gradually sit up, you look around the room and you see a table with 1 chair just in your room. And this could be a table that's already there in your room, or it could be a table that's just appeared. I want you to imagine that you're slowly getting out of bed and you start to walk towards this table, pulling out the chair and taking a seat. And on the table, there is this big, beautiful book. It's bulging. Its pages are bulging with so much information. And this book is a book that you've never seen before. but it somehow feels really familiar to you. And as you pull the book towards you, you decide to open the very first page. And on the first page, you see so many memories. So many memories that really help you to remember and recall all of the achievements that you have ever made in your whole life. These achievements come in all shapes and sizes. They start from when you were very little, through school, right up through adulthood, all the way to the present day. And as you continue to turn the pages, you get such a sense of pride and accomplishment because there's so many pages. There's so many achievements that you have made throughout your whole life. And you lovingly flick through the pages, reminiscing, recognizing everything that really means something to you. Remembering that real emotion that you felt at that moment where you succeeded with that goal, that reward that you got, whatever it was, really recognizing that sense of achievement as you look through these first pages of the book. And then towards the middle of the book, I want you to imagine this beautiful golden page right at the heart of the book. And as you start to turn this golden page over, you see over leaf that you have achieved this one goal that you had always wanted to achieve but had never quite reached there. This goal has been something that's been on your mind for a long time. And you see in this book, right there, that you have actually achieved it. And really recognizing how you feel in this moment. That excitement, that sense of relief, that confidence that's suddenly oozing out of you. That sense of pride that you have finally achieved this goal that you've wanted for so long. And you realise that the latter half of the book is also filled with achievements that you are going to make in your life. You are going to be successful. And you're suddenly just provided this beautiful sense of deep knowing that you are capable of anything that you can put your mind to. These goals that you really want to achieve have in effect already happened. And the evidence is in this book. And suddenly you realise that you don't need to look through the remainder of the book, because you know that everything that you are about to set out to do is going to happen. And as you close the book over, you're met with that feeling of reassurance that at any time of doubt, you can always come back to this room to open the book and to see that you have achieved these goals that maybe feel a little bit out with your reach right now. That this book evidences that you will make it happen. And just really taking comfort in that, just in this present moment. And as we begin to close this visualization meditation, I want you to really keep hold of those emotions that you've experienced when opening that book, when looking through its pages and having that deep sense of knowing that you will set your stage to success. We will now take 3 deep breaths just to slowly take us out of this meditation. So 3, 2, 1. And slowly bringing your body and your mind back into the present moment. And when you're ready, in your own time, just slowly opening your eyes. Now, what I would really encourage you to do is to take a notepad and pen and journal your experience. Write down what you've achieved, what was in those pages, the goals that you are about to achieve. Write everything down, capture how you felt, any words that came up for you, any prominent emotions, because this is a really great exercise that can really help you to instill the practices of the law of attraction into your goal setting ability. So making sure that you do that, revisit this meditation at any time you feel you'll benefit from it. And I will see you next week for the following episodes. Take care, everyone, and make sure that you really pay attention to really turning your moments into life-changing movements, specifically when we are looking at the law of attraction. Take care, guys, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Turning Moments into Movements. Why not check out coaching opportunities with me so you can really begin to enhance your moments into huge movements and begin to live the life you never thought possible. Details are in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, leave a review and share this episode. Remember to also follow me on social media platforms through my handle Happyluya, where you will receive additional daily content. And finally, make sure you join us next week for more tips on how you can turn your small moments into life-changing movements.